Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we got ourselves one of the best teams and the team I've been most excited really about to talk about this whole time. It's the Colorado Buffaloes video. Deion Primetime Sanders is doing his thing. In all my years of watching college football, this has to be the most hyped up team I've ever heard of. I know I'm jumping forward, but I almost want you guys to look at this. I'm going to do it. This is what it is. Anybody that's in orange is a new player. So as you can see, we have an absolute total overhaul. Only 5 guys on this roster that are playing that were on this team last year, which is absolutely insane. So clearly the recruiting's a big deal. They had the 29th ranked class last year. They had 22 commits, 1 5-star, 3 4-stars, and 17 3-stars. So a pretty big class, which they really needed the overhaul. They were 5th in the Pac-12, and a team that is coming off of a 1-11 season, that's damn good. And looking at those commits in depth here, they have Cormani McLean, the #1 corner in the country, going to Colorado to team up with Travis Hunter, making it one of the best secondaries we've ever seen in college football. 2 of the highest ranked recruits in the history of all recruiting services on the same team. Being coached by the greatest to ever do it at that position is awesome. Dylan Edwards, 4-star running back, comes in. Omarion Miller, a 4-star receiver. Adam Hopkins, another 4-star receiver. They all are coming in. Morgan Pearson, a 3-star receiver. Tajai McCoy, an edge 3-star, and then a lot more depth 3-stars on the defense. Looking at the transfer portal, this is where Deion made all of his money, literally and figuratively. Travis Hunter, obviously we were just talking about him. He transferred in from Jackson State along with Deion Sanders, the son of Deion. Travis Hunter was the highest recruit, I believe, in terms of non-quarterbacks ever on 24/7, and he transfers now to Colorado. Might play both ways. We'll see. It'd be really cool to see if he played both ways. Deion Sanders, obviously the son of Deion. He's a 4-star quarterback, potentially a Heisman-type guy. We'll see. Demoy Kennedy is a 4-star linebacker from Alabama. They also bring in Alton Meskill, a running back from Houston, 4-star there. Another 4-star receiver, Jimmy Horn from USF, down where they thought Deion potentially could go. And then the last few guys they brought in here, an edge from Florida State, Derek McClendon II. Miles Slusher, a safety from Arkansas. Fresno State D-lineman Leonard Payne. Jeremiah Brown, linebacker from Jackson State as well. Another safety in Brendan Gant. And then plenty more depth guys. They really had to fill up their roster. The entire team is new. I believe they said it was 70-something new guys. It's absolutely unheard of. It broke every record in terms of roster moving. And, there's no really major rules in the transfer portal, and they did what they could, man. They have 3 returning guys in the offense. Nothing could be more exciting than this team. They were 1-11 last year. They're the worst team to watch. They were terrible against the spread, too, let alone their record. They were getting blown out. And now they have a lot of juice. In terms of guys that are going to the league, nothing yet. I would imagine Shedeur will definitely stay. And with the NIL these kids are probably making, they might want to stay a little bit longer. But, next year is the year. 2024 is the year for Colorado where they make their push. Looking over at their schedule, also not doing them any favors. This is the week of the bad out-of-conference schedules. We had Michigan State with the crazy game against Washington. We had Texas Tech with Wyoming and Oregon. We had yesterday UNC. I'm going to play South Carolina, App State, and Minnesota. So Colorado was like, you know what, we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to play at TCU. Obviously much worse than last year, but still a really good team. They're going to lose that game. Nebraska at home. They're going to lose that game as well. Hopefully they get it going. It'll be awesome to see if they can really get this juice flowing, and by then they start to get a gel 2 weeks in. It's going to be a really great battle of 2 mobile quarterbacks, seeing Shedeur and Jeff Sims go at it. It's going to be absolutely awesome to watch. Then they have Colorado State at home. The first time and potentially the only time they might be favored this entire season. They're definitely going to win that one because the Colorado State Rams are one of the only teams that was probably worse than Colorado last year. At Oregon, it'll be a fun environment for them to get some much-needed road experience in the conference to kind of feel it out. One of the teams that will be there next year they have to deal with is the Oregon Ducks, so that'll be a loss. At home against USC, this would be a super hyped-up game. I know last year it was an absolute blowout between these two teams. We had the highlight of the game was the punter, I believe, faked an extra point and did a front flip. Absolutely unbelievable, but this game will have a lot more fun. Arizona State is the next game on the road. That's a game you could win. You could definitely steal that one there. And then the big game at home against Stanford will hopefully be the first conference win for Deion. At this point, I got him having 2 wins and 5 losses. They then go at UCLA, unfortunately another loss. Home against Oregon State, another loss. Home against Arizona, I think it's homecoming. You could maybe steal that one and get your 3rd win there. But it's going to be really tough sledding for these guys this year. It's all about next year. Even Deion's saying that. At Washington State, it's going to be a loss. And then at Utah, it's going to be another loss to end the season. So unfortunately, I have him going 3-9. I really hope I'm wrong. I got the Buffs gear here. I would love to see it happen, but I don't see it right now. Now, how is this team being built? High valued on the skill positions. The trenches, I think, are going to take care of themselves. They're going to have to add in some more guys there, recruit that as well. But they've got really big play corners. And when you think of Pac-12, what do you think of? High-scoring offenses, running and gunning it, slinging it all over the field. What's the best way to stop the pass? Lockdown corners. And you have 2 of the best corner commits you've ever seen in Cormani McClain and Travis Hunter. So I think that duo is going to help stop him big time. Shador is going to be doing his thing. You've got some pretty good running backs and receivers coming in as well. And if that offensive line holds up, this team could be making a ton of noise come 2024 and maybe even make the playoff in their first year. Do I see that as a likely possibility? No. But as we've seen with DCU, man, anything is possible in college football, and that's why we play the games. The unfortunate thing we do have to talk about is Coach Prime. And now unfortunate is because he had another surgery in his foot. He might miss some games this year. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was a blood clot, but it's just he's had a lot of complications from it, and he might even lose some toes or his foot in total. And it's just crazy to see that that's what's happened. I mean, he was one of the most electric athletes I've watched on YouTube. I couldn't watch in person, clearly, but watching him on YouTube, he was unbelievable. And hopefully everything goes well. He can heal properly and get ready for that 2024 grind, get on the recruiting cycle, and live it up. But Prime's doing his thing. It's going to be a great social media team. Hopefully we get like a Hard Knocks type Netflix series. I know we've had it in the past with his podcast at Barstool. They also have a behind-the-scenes show. We saw a lot of stuff from there. And they also had an Amazon Prime thing, which is pretty funny. Prime on Prime. Makes a lot of sense, right? So I think we'll hopefully get some more content behind the scenes with those guys. But overall, it's one of the greatest things we've seen in college football. You know, Deion would have it no other way. One of the biggest showmen out there would always be Swaggy doing his thing, and he's bringing his bag, and it's Louis too, as he said in his own words. So hopefully we can see the Buffaloes hit the over on that win total. If they go bowling, it might be one of the greatest things we've ever seen in the history of college football, craziest Cinderellas of all time. But let me down below what you think. If you think Colorado can do something crazy this year, or if you're like me and you think 2024 is the year that they make the playoff. Thank you all for watching. Hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.